Okay.
Then you can
That's a good idea.
Yeah, make some real money.
Help train, wash, and walk dogs.
Yeah. And see, the thing of it is, Maria, is like all this stuff, you're in the information age. And by that I mean you're of age to ask me questions and I'll give you all the answers. No, anything you have a question, you go on YouTube and you can figure out how to do it and how to do it well. You know what I mean?
I thought you just said you'd give me the answers.
I know. I was trying to make this entertaining. No, but you just you go on YouTube and pretty much any question you have, there is an answer. You may have to search around for it, but it may be like, how do I get dogs to stop peeing? And it's just when you hear it a few times, well, peeing inside the house. And I'm sure there's tips and tricks, but if you learn that, guess what? When you may just be walking a dog, and she may be like, oh yeah, take him, and she may mention that, oh, he has a hard time peeing outside. But what you learned off of Peanut, you could apply to her. And then, then you start fixing people's problems. Remember at the beginning we're talking, you're not really a dog walker, you're somebody that fixes people's problems they had with their dogs, or at least you want to be. So that's how you're going to make your money. And then the bigger problems that you fix, the more money you can make.
Also, they kind of give you signs. Like one of my customers' dogs named Molly, I believe. Yes, Molly. She
sounds like a really mean dog. Go ahead.
She kind of was a little bossy. But each time she had to go to the bathroom, she would put her tail down so you would know when she had to go.
So we should check for Peanut and see if his tail. Usually it's his tail's down because he thinks I'm going to kick him. But that's probably something else. So I think you want to grow the business, but you still want to focus on what's making you money. If it's a walking, then why not fix Peanut's problem and then
fix the cats too.
I can fix the cat. It's called a little drive across the country, and then let the cat out to go pee, and then. Oh, shoot. Did we leave the cat there? Oh, that's terrible.
No, we didn't. No. He's with the dog in the room.
No, I'm saying that's... Okay, I'll tell you later. We used to call it... When I was little, we're going to take the cat for a ride. Yeah, if the cats became a problem, instead of training the cat, we just take him for a ride, quote unquote. Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, it's a different world.
Yeah,
but we can't do that because the cat's declawed, so that'd be... that wouldn't be fair.
No, that wouldn't.
So what else might you do with the money other than a dog? It's probably not going to get.
Well, if I get enough money, I'm pretty sure I'd probably buy the family food for dinner once or twice or a few times.
Like what are we talking about? Like
Rainforest Cafe.
Dinner? Oh, Rainforest! Wow. And is that does that include drinks too, or just the meal?
Drinks too.
Drinks. And tip, tax?
Yeah.
Gift shop? No? Okay.
Don't push it that far,
All
mister.
Right. Good Grandpa go?
Which one?
Grandpa Matt?
Okay.
Could he bring his lady friend?
Oh.
No, I like Rainforest. And when we go, we can talk about work so you can make it tax deductible. Yeah. Well, I guess you got to pay taxes first, but
yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully the IRS ain't listening to this podcast. So, all right. So you save the money, and you save your money. You're gonna spend it, but do you save any of it?
Actually, yes, I do. Put some in my savings.
Percentage wise, what do you think you put?
20%.
Okay. Wow.
Each time.
And do you know why you do that?
So when I actually open up my bank account, which should be next year, I would actually have money, so I could just keep saving the money instead of like automatically spending it really fast and not having any.
That's true. Yeah, it's and you may have I'm just probably saying it a different way. The same thing you're saying is, it's to exercise that muscle, to make it a habit, make it easier. Because if you make $1 million right now, if you don't save 20% when you're making 100, you're not going to save it when you're making $1 million. You know what I mean? It's just habits. It's like we go to church. If we donate money, if we don't donate it when we're making a little bit, because some people say, "Oh, I'm poor." Well, if somebody makes millions of dollars, they won't donate either. So the habits you have now, you'll carry on to when you're making more money. And then the other thing you do is, it's like, why do we work? We work to pay for things, right?
Yes.
And live our life, help people, vacations, whatever. But if you never save, you got to work until the day you die,
Yes.
right? And although with your generation, you guys could live life expectancy, you better save a lot. But if you save 20%, when you get to a certain point, that 20% you saved will work for you. So that will cover the cost of what you are earning. You know what I mean? Like, because the bank will give you a return, or investments, or if you buy property, whatever it is, and all that stuff will trickle in, keep on trickling, and it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's say you're 50 years old or whatever, and now you don't want to work anymore, you're still going to make money from that savings. Savings is going to go to work for you. So if you don't start it now, you won't have it then. But if you do that, you'll be the richest person you know, because even most rich people can't do that. Most of them break even, and because they're always spending. So it's just a habit that most successful people have. So if we could instill that, like I say, you're the one that's going to be doing the work, so nobody else could take credit for it. But old tongues like to waggle. So I like to give you advice when I get it, or when I can remember it.
And I'm going back to when you asked me what I was planning to do with the money. Mm-hmm. I also might just save money, probably to take my mom and me to go to Hawaii for a day or two.
Hawaiian Gardens, yes, it's a beautiful city.
No, actual Hawaii.
What's in Hawaii?
You've been?
Well, what you going to go there for?
Because it's very pretty.
Nothing but palm trees and waterfalls and Mai Tais and
turtles.
Yeah.
I like turtles, so.
Yeah, and think about Hawaii. The problem with Hawaii is, since we're in Southern California, it's so much like Hawaii already.
That is very
and that,
true.
all the graffiti, and then the weeds on the free. Oh no,
no, wait, that's not the same.
Yeah, no, that's Hawaiian Gardens. But no, you're if you go to Laguna, a lot of it's the same. It's just there's less people, so it's less crowded. I mean, it is nicer.
In Hawaii, isn't there no Wi-Fi too, or is there Wi-Fi?
There's Wi-Fi. Yeah, there's pretty much everything that you have here, except for people that want to work. They call them. They say they're laid back, but I have another word for it. It's called lazy.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and that's the hardest thing, is once you get used to everybody over here hustling, you go to these
nice
podunk places. I mean, nice places, and they're like, they take their time. They get there when they get there, and they say, "Oh, we're laid back." Like, no. And we're just like, no, I want to eat now. So that's and that's pretty much anywhere you go. You got to get used to. Okay, you're coming from Southern California, you go to these other towns where it's like they'll get there when they get there. So sometimes it's a curse. Having everything so convenient, you go to another place, it's inconvenient, and then you start to complain. But it's like, wait a minute, you're in paradise, don't complain. So when are you going to take us to Hawaii again?
Who said us? I said me and Mom.
I thought we could rewind it. And
I said me and Mom. You already been.
Okay.
And probably Nancy. Yeah. It depends if she says carry me.
Jeez.
I don't know.
Take your new dog that you're not going to get to. So why don't you want to take James, your brother, little brother? When he's a little older.
Yeah, when he's a little older. Yes, I would love to.
All right. So what are you guys doing to pass time? I see you and your sister. You're staring at the computer. I'm assuming you're not looking at the National Archives and just going over, Senate hearings and stuff like that. What are you guys doing to kill time?
Well, other than being on the computers, I help mom straighten up and watch the baby. And sometimes I would change the baby's pamper.
Oh, cry me a river. I'm talking about when you're on the computer.
Oh, just play video games.
What video game are the kids playing nowadays?
Roblox, Benji and the Ink Machine, FNAF, what else? Minecraft. There's a lot of games.
So how do you, I don't mind you guys playing video games. My thing is always about balance. So how do you balance yourself? How do you make sure that you're not going to play so many video games where it's going to take that motor that we talked about to help you build your company, to start saving, to get that 20% to work for you? What are you doing to offset that?
Either read, or one of my customers would call me up and say, I need you to walk my dogs today, please.
Okay, you drop it on a dime. Because one thing, it's I know that, I don't get mad at you for doing that stuff because I know it's made to be addictive. If it was in front of me, and I would do it, but you got to replace it with something else, because then if you're doing something else, then you'll enjoy the other thing just as much. Like, for instance, let's say you have a bag of potato chips in front of you. You eat one. What are you going to do?
Chew it and swallow.
Well, yeah. Although with you guys, I think you skipped the chewing part. No, you're going to go for the next one, right? Because it's right there. So to stop chewing it, do you just put the bag over here? Do you slide it over here if you really want to stop? Or should you take that, put it away, and put carrots right here or something?
Yes.
Yeah, so you want to switch it with another habit. I think anytime you want to stop doing something, don't think about stop doing it. Think about, I'm going to start something else, and then you're focused. You switch your focus on something else. Because if it's just the computer, there's nothing else. So what I would recommend is, if you got the computer there, try to maybe start a web page or something to do with your business. It's gonna take the energy that you're gonna put in the video game. It stimulates you, and now you put it in your business. You're gonna get hooked on it, making maybe a new design or something, for maybe a letter that you could email to people when you get their emails or flyers or whatever it is. So I would take time to do that too. Not that you have to do it all the time, but maybe do that first, and then later on, when you got downtime, then do that.
Yes, and for my business, one of my customers were nice enough to put me on a Facebook Muller loop, so that it would go around to the whole entire loop, so I could probably get more customers,
all right,
which will help with my business. And then I've also got a thing called Next Door Neighbor, where it also connects to the loop.
So what? That's weird. That's next. Is that a public thing or?
It's like.
Do people have to sign in? They have to log in and sign in.
Yes, it's like where it only connects to your neighborhood.
All right. Well, it sounds like that you will be taking care of your mom and I, and I'm looking forward to going to Hawaii. So,
what?
All right. Well, let's sign off, and we will do this another day. Anything you want to push? You got any gigs or anything coming up? Like any movies coming out or new businesses you're starting?
I don't think I'm starting any new businesses with the one I already have.
Right. What's the name of your business again?
Doggy Bone.
Doggy Bone. All right. Well, if you have a dog and you live in the East Anaheim area, go ahead and look up Doggy Bones.